Hi guys, welcome to today's video. Today I'm going to be interviewing the Tarte Juicy Amazonian Clay Palette and giving you my thoughts on that. This is the eye look I created. It's kind of hard to see because of the lighting that I'm in. I don't know, whatever. But it's a very neutral, natural look because, of course, as you can see, very neutral palette. So anyways, if you are interested in seeing how I created this look, or you would just want to know a little bit more about the palette, just go ahead and keep watching. And if you feel so inclined, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe. It really means a lot to me. So with that, I will get into the video. So first thing I'm going to do is moisturize with my Glow Recipe Banana Souffle Moisture Cream. It says calming and hydrating. I'll be honest, I turned off the video so I could kind of squeeze this weird kind of pimple that was on the outside of my nose. So cleaned that up. Next thing I'm going to do is do my brows and my eye primer. I don't know why I put those two in the same category, but where's my brow brush? Here it is. So what I've been doing for my brows lately is like super simplistic. So literally I've just been using a dark brown eyeshadow and an angled brush and just using that to kind of fill in my brows. Eye primer, I'm going to set my eyebrows in place using the Billion Dollar Brows Brow Gel. And this is just the clear brow gel. I'm just kind of going to define those hairs. So next up for my eyes, I'm going to be using the 16-Hour Camo Concealer by e.l.f. And that's just going to be my base for today. So today we're using the Tartelette palette, or this is the Juicy Amazonian Clay palette, but it says Tartelette on it, so we are just going to use it. And I'm going to set my eye primer using this shade called Wishful. It's in the second row on the top left corner. I'm just going to use this all over my lid. So now that that is on, I think I want to take, this is my Bedellium Tools number 785 brush. It's just like your standard crease brush, I guess. And wow, I've used a lot of the pink tones in here, but never any of the golden ink ones, so I'm gonna start doing that. And I'm gonna start with the shade Fresh Start, which is right here. And just gonna push that all in my crease. Shade I'm going to use is the shade Charmed, and it's right here on the end of the third row. Kind of picked up a lot, but we'll see how it goes. So those two shades actually look really similar, but when you blend them together, they kind of create like a reddish brown. So it's kind of nice. All right, so next I'm gonna take the shade Luscious, which is at the second row, very end. I'm gonna try to like add that to my crease to kind of add some definition, and I'm definitely gonna add it in the outer V as well, just to see if we can really deepen this look up. So first I'm kind of patting down the color, and then I'm gonna blend it. Gonna take that first brush, and with no additional product, I'm just gonna kind of blend out the edges of this. My eye's getting super watery. It's always either one of these, like either eye, they always get watery on me. It's so annoying. So, it actually looks really pretty all together. I'm just not sure which shimmer shade I want to use. So, I'm gonna actually try putting on a little more of that dark shade, Luscious, and just kind of pat that on the outer corner, and then start to blend it in. I love the way that this palette smells. I don't know what it is about Tarte shadows. They always have that like really good, not just Tarte shadows actually, because even like the, what's it called? Park Avenue Princess, like the face palette. Tarte always has like good smelling products. That's what I really like about them. Okay. So just blending this all the way through, using that very first brush that I used. And now for shimmer, this isn't going to be anything extraordinary. This is just kind of like outer colors and then inner colors. I'm not going to do any crazy like cut crease type of shit right now. It's just, it's too late, and I'm not going to be wearing this for that long, so I'm not going to go crazy with it anyways. So I'm trying to figure out what would go good with this. I kind of think the shade Shine maybe, but it also looks kind of dark. Then also my eye look is kind of dark. So I'm gonna start with some of that and just pat that in the middle of my eyelid. I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side. And then I'm gonna take this slightly lighter shade called Dawn. And I'm gonna put that in the inner corner and kind of use my finger to blend with the other shade. So I'm gonna put some more of the Shine shade, which is the darker kind of bronze color. Put that on both eyes. And then for my inner corner, I'm gonna reapply that. And then for my inner corner, I'm gonna use a different highlight, but that's gonna be after we do the face and everything. So palette wise, I'm done with this for the time being. I'm just gonna blend out the edges here. So not too bad, minus the ton of fallout that I got right here when I started tapping on those shadow shades. So I know that's from me. I know it's not like the palette itself. It might come off with fallout if you were to use it regularly with a brush, but I didn't, and I really like the effect I got. It looks really pretty. So anyways, I'm gonna be moving from that to my liner and lashes after I have cleaned up all this fallout. The thing about eyeliner is like literally like you can have two good looking wings like on their own, but then like if they don't match up perfectly, it drives me insane. And like this eye's thicker, and I would totally make this eye thicker, but then I would fuck it up and it would look all stupid. So I'm not gonna do that. I am going to grab my lashes real quick and I will show you what style they are and apply them. So for lashes, I'm using these Volt lashes, volume, curl, and full of flare. And these are in the style Winged. They look a lot like House of Lashes iconic lashes, but these are obviously way cheaper. I got these for $5.99 at TJ Maxx. So pretty good fucking deal right there. Alright, so lashes are on. I'm just waiting for them to dry completely so I can put my mascara on. I figured this would be a good time to work on the face. You know what? I'm gonna use the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. This will be my third time trying it. And I mean, I like it. It's just like weird to me how it comes in this kind of packaging. I try to put a lot on like my cheeks and like where I have a lot of texture, just to see if it really will like fill it in. Not bad. It has like a sticky base feeling to it. I don't know why I'm struggling so hard. Okay. So now for foundation, I want to use something I haven't used in a while. I think this is the old bottle. I'm gonna like put it upside down and see if anything comes out later on. But I want to use my L'Oreal Infallible Up to 24-Hour Fresh Wear Foundation. This one that we all know and love. Or maybe we don't know it, but you'll love it. So just decide. So I've put 3 pumps on the back of my hand. I'm just gonna slowly blend this in. So foundation is on, no major mishaps. So for concealer, I'm going to use the Tarte Ultra Creamy Concealer. Alright, so now that that part's done, I'm going to go ahead and set my under eyes as well as the rest of my face using some Coty Airspun Shocker. Okay. So I'm going to use the Heavenly Luxe Wand Ball Powder powder brush from It Cosmetics. Excellent. So now I'm going to use this Mora Butter Glow Face Palette from Physicians Formula. And my highlighter is broken, so I have to be gentle with it. But I'm going to dip into the Butter Bronzer real quick. And just bronze up the whole face. So for blush, I'm going to take this middle blush shade, which is called Beachy Peach. Totally over blushed on the other side, so I have to like make them even. And I think I'm gonna take my powder brush and just kind of blend that in a little more. Okay. So now it's time for highlighter. And I'm gonna use the highlighter that comes just in this palette, and the shade is called Tropical Sands. Now, I'm going to use a small pencil brush, if I can find one, to do my inner corner highlights. Where is it? Oh, I swear, like, I can never find the brush I need, like, when I'm looking for it. But then when I'm not looking for it, I'm like, oh shit, there's that brush. But, yeah. Okay, so I'm going to use this little purple guy right here, and it's a very, very small brush. It says JAF on it. I have no clue where this came from, but I'm gonna go ahead and dip my brush into that a little bit and put it in the inner corner. Wow, that looks really good. I do want to amp it up with my finger though. Like, pencil brush is good and all, but nothing gets it quite, you know, a highlighter shining quite as perfect as your finger. Any shimmer. I feel like that's a universal truth for all shimmers. Okay. So now that that's all done, I want to go back into the palette, into a few of the shades. Just to deepen up the outer portion of my lid. So I'm going to take that shade Charmed and Fresh Start. And I'm just going to buff those under my lid. Or under my under eyes. You know, in my under eyes. Alright, so that's about that. That's about it for that. For that palette at least. Now I'm gonna do mascara, which I need a mirror for, so I'm gonna pull that palette back out. Okay. It's not that hard to open, I'm just super weak. So this is the Urban Decay Perversion Mascara. I use it almost every day. I'm just gonna use this to do my top lashes. Now, I'm gonna do my bottom lash mascara, and for that I've been using the Bad Gal Bang by Benefit, just because it has a super small brush, so I feel like it makes it easier to go into those. Fuck! God fucking palette, and I lost my shit for a second, but everything's fine. So I need this fucking mirror, if it can just not fly out of my hands. And I'm gonna do my bottom lashes. That seems to be about it, other than lips. So for lips, I'm gonna put on this ColourPop Designer Collection in Prince Charming. I believe this is like a matte liquid lipstick. And I would probably never wear this pink out in public. But it is cute, kinda. And on top of that, I'm gonna add some of the AOA Studio Glazed Lip Gloss in the shade Pink Balloon. Fuck. Can't talk. Alright. So, just about done with the final look here. My hair is not normally dry, but I'm gonna leave it down so that it does dry. But yeah, this is what we're looking at with the Juicy Amazonian Clay Palette and a couple other products that I loved. So let's get into my thoughts. So this palette's lovely. I've used it before, like 2 or 3 other times, and same result. The only thing is that I wish the shades were a little bit more pigmented, because I do feel that you kind of have to use a lot of effort to build it up on the eye. But at the same time, I know that Tarte is like a very natural, very minimalistic type of makeup brand. So, you know, it makes sense that they would do something like that. Sorry, I'm like trying to get a Q-tip. There's this piece of eyeliner that's driving me insane. Okay, whatever. But anyways, the palette, I feel like could have more pigment to it. I think it's just part of Tarte's branding to always be like very natural and very fresh and very glowy. And so, I mean, you'll see I just dropped the shit out of this palette. I'm surprised none of the shades broke. But I mean, it's still a pretty neutral palette. You know, they're not really a brand that delves into like super colorful, super crazy eyeshadow palettes. And so, I mean, I think we know what to expect from Tarte. They're like a very well-known natural beauty brand. What else did I try today that was new? Nothing that I can think of. But that palette I absolutely love. I'm gonna keep using it, gonna keep loving it. And I could have sworn there was something new that I used and it's driving me crazy. So anyways, I'm just gonna use the Infallible Pro Spray and Set real quick. Whew. Alrighty, so we're at the end of the video. I really hope you enjoyed watching, and if you did, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will come back at you with some new content as soon as possible. See you later.